Bonjour, c'est Stromae et vous regardez Urban.ro.
Did you know anything about Romania before coming here?
Yes, of course, but I never been here, so that's my first time, and especially for a special day.
Yeah, it's our national day today. Did you know that Allround Dance was really big here and it's actually still in the top 100 right now?
Really?
Yeah, after so many years. Yes.
Okay, when you love a song, you really love a song. Okay, thank you very much for the support. Yeah, I knew and I still know that you support my project, so I want
It
to
was
thank
number one for many weeks.
Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, of course. Yeah, I knew that, of course. That's why I'm here, actually.
Today is the National Romanian Day. Um, when do you celebrate the National Day? Because I know you're actually half Flemish, half Rwandan.
Yeah, they both know I'm coming from Belgium, so it's the national. Yeah, I'm just celebrating my Belgium National Day, but it's not really. Yeah, it's a party, but I don't know if we really celebrating some this kind of. Yeah, not really, but yeah, that's nice. That's important. Like our birthday, I think. So of course it's important.
You're one of the very few artists in Europe and in the world that sings about real things, not about. You combine poetry and realism in your music, even if it's dance music. And there's a very few artists that do that nowadays. That sings about real people that fans can connect to. How do you get inspired nowadays?
Actually, not really by my own life. Uh, it's more like I'm writing like a director or a scenarist or a painter or
A view on life, yeah.
yeah, of different lives. Actually, of different people that I met in my life. For example, for Formidable, it was like a meeting. Yeah, homeless, but not really. Just a sad man, drunk, of course, marginal, like a little bit rude. But before he's just sad and alone and just need help. So yeah, of course, I was inspired first by a guy that, yeah, homeless. Ah, you know the story actually. Okay, that was your. Okay, so yeah, I was inspired by this guy. Yeah, like 10 years ago, I was walking in the street with my ex-girlfriend, and he screamed like, "Hey, do you think you're beautiful?" Like really aggressive, and of course he was really rude and really drunk and a lot of stuff. But before that, I think he's really sad and he just.
Did he use the word monkey as well? 'Cause I've read about that.
No. Somebody called me monkey one day, but it wasn't him. And but of course, before to be racist, I think he was really sad. So it was like a combination of a lot of different character, like a friend of mine, like different people that I met, and yeah, I think that's how I write, how I create different characters myself, and I'm trying to act them also, like you can see in my video clips and stuff.
How much of an input do you have on the music videos?
Actually, for Formidable, at the moment I wrote the song, I knew I had to interpret the song like this. After that, it's not only about thinking and have ideas. So I work, of course, with the for this one. It was a guy who finished the cinema school with me. His name is Jérôme Guillot, and he direct me like, yeah, maybe like now it's too much, maybe like it's too less, and he helps me a lot.
It was your idea, right?
Yeah, the idea to act like a real drunk man, yeah, because I thought it was really important, like for Papa Ote also. But the idea of Papa Ote wasn't an idea of me; it was like the fashion designer idea, even if it's not her work.
It was a 40s team, yeah.
Yeah, actually, and yeah, after that we work with Rafren Tiens, which is the director of Papa Ote, and stuff like that. For Allround Dance, for example, it was Jérôme Guillot, the same as Formidable.
I
And
like working with friends, with people that you know, and
yeah, I like to. Yeah, I have I have to have the same vision, yeah, convictions and stuff. Maybe I'm too, yeah, I'm thinking like an old man. I don't, but I prefer to have a real relationship with the people I work with.
and you when you started with Alarm Dance, there's like very few people at your age that sing that so that touch such serious subjects. You know, like people like porness, like the way you interact with society and social issues. Uh, do you see yourself like an old soul in a young man's body?
I think so, yeah. Even if my outfit is really colored, actually it's really classic. You know what I mean? It's just a cardigan with normal pants and normal shoes, but just the colors are a little bit crazy. But I think I'm a mix between old man and a really young or teenager or something. And I don't want to be an old man, but I don't want to be a young man also. You know what I mean? Because I think there is good things on in the both yeah, personality.
You said that you don't like singing about your personal life, but I felt like Papaute was one of those songs. Wasn't it about your dad?
Actually, it wasn't about only my dad. The first version was, but it was too personal, and I think it's not really interesting. Actually, I think that my work has to be more like a picture of paternité. Do you have the same word in yeah, paternité? Like it's more a question about the father job. You know what I mean? My future father job or the future father job of my future son, and that's the eternal question. You know what I mean? So I don't have the answer actually. What's a good father? What's a father? What's, you know, we're just trying to do our best. Even if I never knew my father, or yeah, a little bit, but he died in the Rwandese genocide. Yeah, in '94. But I think he, even if I didn't see him a lot before he died, I think he tried to do his best actually, you know, like each parents. And yeah, of course, when you are a teenager, you want to say, yeah, but you were never been there for me, father, and you are always behind me, mother. That's just normal sentences you have to say when you are a teenager. And that was actually the first vision of Papa Ute, and I decided to be more adult, have a more adult vision of paternité, and actually, yeah, just want to understand what's my future job, because that's the question. Yeah, yeah.
How was it different working on Racine Carré than your first album?
I think I just put more influences, more real, not real, but the influences before the one I present you in the first one. You know what I mean? Because before I was hip hop, electronic, folk, French folk music. Younger, I was like Congolese rumba, salsa, and stuff. Even if I really hate this kind of music when I was young, because it was the old shit music. And but now, when you grow up, actually, you understand that. Okay, I know now why my parents used to love this kind of music and stuff. So I decided just to do this kind of crazy mix, and I don't have any word for definition for this kind of music actually, but like Congolese electronic French folk music. I don't.
I think it's some multicultural sound. It's a multicultural, and that's probably the fact that the reason why people like your music so much. If you're born in one country, you don't have to stay there all your life, and you go to another country and you learn some new stuff, and you assimilate everything, and you just
Yeah, I think I'm trying to do. Yeah, I'm trying to do that. Yeah, and it's not because I like style, because that's always the same feeling when you discover a style or a new, like for example, trap music. Even if it's exists since 10 years, now it's like trendy, But of course, I'm a fan of trap music, and at the beginning, you're just trying to imitate the thing. But I don't think you have to imitate the thing. You just need to integrate the thing and just to mix it with something else that represents you actually.
And did you feel any pressure because of the success of the first album? Did you feel any pressure on this one?
Yes, of course, but
Did it also give you a lot of like strength and courage to go further and do more because people were actually listening and there were like millions and tens of millions of people who were listening to your music?
I think that there is a good pressure and a bad pressure, of course, like in each job. But I think I had to be alone just to understand that the first thing is just to be satisfied with your music, you first, and after that your family and your entourage, and at least means à la fin, no, at least le public people, you know, that's the reality. Yeah, in the end, sorry, yeah, I'm sorry for my English. So yeah, so first for me, after that for my family and my entourage, and at the end for the people. And when you have a big success like it was for the first album, I had the bad reflection, like you think that you have to do music for people first, but that's the worst idea you can have when you compose. And I had to be just alone. It was a little bit hard, but there is worst case I think in life, but it was a little bit hard, but it was really important for me to be just alone in front of my computer, just discover again what's a synthesizer, what's a microphone, and yeah, just sympathiser avec mon matériel.
It's fine because Romanian and French are very similar, so people will understand. Um, and there's like I looked on the credits of the album, and all the songs were written by you, mainly alone. There were some producers for them, but you did all the writing. Do you like writing alone?
That's my biggest problem, I think. Maybe I have yeah, maybe I have an ego, a too big ego, I think. And my manager said, no, you have to just partager, just work together with somebody. And I think that was the best lesson for me, this album, just to understand that, yeah, you can work with somebody else. And it doesn't mean that you are so bad, you know what I mean? But that's the feeling that you have. Yeah, you know what I mean? And I think that's my problem, and I had to work on it, and it's really good for my brain, I think, and for my creativity.
You're playing The Voice tonight, the show, TV show. Were you tempted to enter this kind of show when you started out in the music business?
No, no, I've never tried to m'inscrire in this kind of show. I think it's a good question about this kind of television show, but I prefer this one in place of some other one because I think it's more focused on the music more than people stuff and yeah, and talent, and that's why I prefer the vision and the way they approach the music, and yeah, I think it's more interesting than some other show which are more focused on like who fucked with who, you know, this kind of, and I don't think it's really interesting. Yeah, I don't really like this kind of I prefer
You don't
to
like
focus
people
on-
interfering with the personal life.
yeah,
You're just about the music. Yes.
of course a little bit of our personal life, but not more than 20%, I think. Our job is make music actually.
You started out with your own computer in your room doing music. What would be your advice for a teenager, let's say, who's starting out now and he looks up to you and he would be like curious? It's a cliche question, but people really like to know. What would you tell them to do? What's the next step? They're making music in their room, their apartment. What's the next step on getting signed and being on the radio?
I don't think that getting signed is really an objective in musical career. I don't think so. But yeah, I don't have any advice except maybe like if you really like to do make music, continue. But if you just want to be famous or stuff like that, I think it's not the good job. Maybe you have to find your way. But if you really like it and you can do it like 24 hours without sleeping, I think that's your job.
You should never give up.
And if you want to earn a lot of money, I think that's not the good job also. I'm not in the good place to say that, of course, but because I had the chance to earn money with that and live thanks to my passion. But I think that if you want to earn a lot of money, that's not the good job to, you know what I mean? It's really paradoxal, but if you want to earn a lot of money, I think you will not earn money. You know what I mean? Yes. And if you don't want to earn money with your job, you can maybe earn money with your job. It's maybe a stupid sentence, but
no, I think it's about the motivation. You shouldn't do it for the fame or the money. You should do it for the music mainly.
Okay, cool. You understood me. Thank you.